Hi Sagittarius, I'm Pam and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for September 2020. This month I'm using the Taramuka Tarot deck, and remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Ascendant, and Sagittarius Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from your cusp sign. I've received messages and emails and comments where people have said they watch both when they're born on the cusp, both of their signs, or some months they find that their messages are coming to them from their cusp sign that they may not normally look at. So you might want to check that out. So all that being said, Sagittarius, now onto your September 2020 Psychic Tarot reading. Yeah, Sagittarius, you're starting off with a bang here. I was like, oh, really? Tower. You got Tower. But maybe something good is coming from this. You never know. Tower can mean many different things. It could mean an enlightenment, an awakening. You could be getting enlightened or awakened about something. It could be a fight. It could be an argument. It could be an end of a friendship, an end of a relationship. It could also be an end of an old paradigm. So a new paradigm is going to begin. It could also indicate an old rulership leaving. So a new rulership could begin. There could be some natural disaster or some problem that happens in your home or somewhere you work, like a flood, a fire, something like that could be possible here with the Tower. I feel like your foundations are changing. And because they're changing, it's like rocking you to the core. Some of you, this is because you have to do things differently than you did before. So your routines or protocols for things, there could be big shakeups, like maybe to do with your work or business, with the things that have been going on in the world and things that are being mandated that you have to, now you have to do this and then you have to do that. That could be the foundations that are getting shaken up for you. Some of you, it could be if you're in school or if you have children in school, or if maybe you have to do long distance travel and you live in a country like here in the United States. Some people, it's hard to travel out of the United States. Lots of countries won't accept people coming in from the United States. If you travel for your work, that could be shaking the foundation of your work, your business, your work life. Some of you are going to have some people that are going to be like really sticking their nose in and butting their nose in to your business, or giving you unsolicited, unasked for opinions. And you may have to tell somebody like, yo, step off or back out of what my business, or stop telling me what to do. You may get that kind of feeling in September. Some of you are going to be in an argument, and I get like people kind of like somebody arguing with them, and you're going to have to turn around and, argue back. You may feel like somebody is trying to take you down a notch. This could be friends and family to you, but it could also be some unknown person out in the world. It could be a client or customer. It could be somebody in the business sense also. And I do feel like you're going to have a lot of things going on inside of you emotionally that's going to create some turmoil for you. Something that somebody says to you may drive up some kind of insecurity or inferiority complex in you. Some of you are going to feel like you can't digest what is being said to you. So this could be coming from a boss. It could be things family members are saying to you. It could even be some things going on out in the world that are being said to you. But I get some of you Sagittarians are like, I can't ingest and digest this like information. It's like it's information, or you may deem it as propaganda, like you're not going to be able to, it's going to unsettle you inside. The next card you have in your reading very likely could be you. You have King of Rods. And King of Rods is a fire sign person. This is either a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. So this could be you, Sagittarius, but it could be somebody else connected to you. Some of you are going to be like, I got to get this going myself. I can't keep doing this anymore. If you're in some kind of company or work situation where you're like, you know what, I need to be my own boss and own my own business. I feel a lot of you Sagittarians are going to be coming to that conclusion. Those of you that don't have your own business right now, I do feel that some of you will be on that train to do that. You're going to be very, very concerned about figuring out your next step, the next move, the next steps of things you need to do. Some of you could get some kind of promotion in September, or moving forward. If it doesn't happen in September, it could happen soon. Because I get like, there could be something where people are throwing their hat in the ring and you might be like, well, I'm going to throw my hat in the ring for that job too. Some of you are going to feel like there's so much disharmony going on around you that you're not going to really like it. You're not going to be able to stand it. Now, again, this could be things going on. It could be people out in the public that are like uprising, getting mad, people being divided, arguing, fighting. But this could be happening in your own home. It could be also happening at work. But for some of you, it could even be, you know, out in the world that it's happening. I'm not so sure another sign didn't get this, but I get for you that you're going to start writing things down and journaling things and keeping a record of things that are going on. Some of you may do journaling as a form of release to help you feel better. But some of you could be journaling things down that you're going to make some kind of, write a book or an instruction manual or some class, and you're going to figure out how the class is going to run. Some of you Sagittarians, you're writing things down for posterity, like these things need to be documented and recorded, like what you're seeing happening. It'll be different for all of you, whether that's in your personal life or what you're seeing out in the world. But you're going to feel like things need to be written on, you know, you want to document stuff, journal things, writing, that all comes up for you. If you've been like taken a back seat to other people, you're going to be a little more forceful moving forward, and you're going to be like, I'm not going to take a back seat to everybody. I'm going to now, you know, be concerned with my own life, my own advancement. Not that you're discounting other people, but I get the feeling like you step back sometimes and let other people go ahead. And you're going to become more focused and oriented on what about your advancement, your growth, what's good for you. Now, the card you have crowning your reading is the Empress card, and the Empress card means the birth of a business, project, plan, or idea. It can also mean the birth of a child is imminent. It could also be a maternal figure that's crossed over to the other side in the spirit world, watching you and guiding you and protecting you. It could also be a maternal figure in the living. You could be the Empress even. You may feel like there's a great deal of stress either being put on your family in September or within your family, one or the other. Stress put on your family or stress within your family. You may actually feel like you have to be the director here, because you may feel like people are in your life, in your family, are not making the right decisions, or like they're confused, they don't know what to do, or both. And you may be like, man, I got to set you straight. Like, I got to point you in the right direction. And if it's not happening to you in a family sense, it could be happening to you in a job or work-related sense. If you take any risks now, and anything that's speculative ventures for you that you could take, it's actually going to end up paying off, which is kind of surprising to me for the way it looks to me like things are going to be going on in the world and with people in September. But you may be one of the ones that will benefit by taking some chances and risks in September. So that's a good thing to hear. Somebody could want to like steal your thunder. You may, or like take credit for something you did or your work, or maybe trying to muscle in and take your position, steal a job away from you or something. And I feel, or even take something else from you. And I feel like you're going to have to stand up and tell them they need to back off. Security is going to be really important for you. And I'm picking up out in the world, you're going to be confronted with lots and lots of people applying for jobs around you. You could be in the mix of it, but I feel like might be why you decide to figure out how you're going to run your own business, be your own boss, because I pick up a lot of people like begging and looking for jobs in September. But I feel like you're going to be ahead of the game somehow, either because you're secure in your position and you may even get promoted in a job you're already in, or you're going to start your own business. So I don't really feel like that's going to directly affect you as much as it will to people around you and out in the world. So before we head on to your fourth card, I'd like you to please take a look at this. Thank you so much for listening to that and looking at that about my Vimeo videos. Some people don't listen to the end of the reading where I talk about it, so I'm putting it here for those of you that might be interested in more predictions and messages beyond what you're seeing here. Your fourth card is Seven of Rods. Now this did come up for, I think, some other signs. I think Scorpio may have gotten it. This is it's taking the moral high ground. Taking the moral high ground, and it can also be closing the door or holding off, keeping it at bay, negative energy or communications coming at you. That is what Seven of Rods can mean. You may be really pondering about, how can I put myself out there in a new way? You know, to get noticed, to get that job, to get recognized, to meet somebody new, or to, you know, start your own business or whatever. But you're going to be doing a lot of pondering about, how can I put myself out there in a new way? You may have people that are like coming at you, like firing questions at you that you feel like you have to field or answer. Or they're arguing with you. And this, because I get you being in the position of feeling like you have to you're on the defensive here. This could cause you to want to change some things and give up some things that you don't want to do anymore. If you're in a line of work where you're dealing with a lot of like customer service, customer complaints, or a lot of clients and customers, or you're in a position of politics or some kind of position of power, like a boss, a CEO, whatever, and you're having whatever your deal is, it could even be happening within your own family or friends. You're going to have a lot of like people like firing questions at you, arguing about certain things with you, and you're going to, you're not going to want to deal with this. I feel like instead of giving them concrete answers, I actually feel like you're going to give them certain kinds of messages or information that's kind of like gray area, that it's going to make them have to do their research or do their own homework or ponder and think on the things that you say. So instead of you just giving them, here's the answer, you give them like supposition. You give them let's suppose scenarios or varying possibilities or things that they have to think about and disseminate and, analyze, but doesn't totally say, yes, Joe or Mary or Sue or Tom, it's black or white. It's yes or no. It's on or off. You're not going to give those kind of answers. You're going to give shades of gray answers and like kind of put it back on these people like that they need to figure it out and think about some things themselves. So the last card you have in your reading is King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is an earth sign person. This is a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you, Sagittarius, if you have a rising sign or moon sign that is a earth sign. Or if you're on the cusp of Capricorn and Sagittarius. Some of you may work at a business where a new employer comes in and takes over the company, or a new boss gets hired and comes in and changes everything. For some of you, that's who the King of Pentacles is. Some of you, this represents a father figure, a father or a father figure that may be going through colon cancer or have some kind of ruptured bowels in some way, or is going through health problems. They could even be deceased. This could be like a father figure for you that deceased that had that problem, or you could have a father figure in the living that's having that problem now. If it's a health concern about this person, there's a lot of complications floating around it and uncertainty, not clear facts about what's going on with them and their health. If this is a boss, new employer or new boss or new CEO or new company owner that comes in, they're going to be making a lot of changes and putting, like, I'm hearing the words, things in granite stone. That's how my guides are saying it. So that means he's going to lay down new laws and new protocols and maybe a new employee handbook or new structures of how things are going to run and like seal it up tight. Like, I'm not saying they won't consider being pliable or bendable on their ideas, but not initially they won't be. They're going to come in like, I'm clearing this mess up right now. I'm changing it. I'm fixing it. These are the new laws, rules, regulations. I'm down to business. I got the facts. This is what we're doing. So some of you are going to experience that. So here for most of you, this to me feels like a new boss or a new employer or a father. Either way, whether it's the father figure or the new boss, they're not liking the conditions of something that's going on, and they want to see effective changes happening. That could be the case with both, if either one. If this is a boss to you, they could decide to they may look at you like, I'm going to make you my right-hand person, or you're the person I can really rely on strongly to carry this, that, and the other out. So I'm putting you in a high position, or I'm putting you as a right-hand person, or I'm putting you as my VP or my assistant or something like that. And the same goes that if it's a father figure. The father figure is going to look to you like you're going to be their voice. You're going to help them out. You're going to get them to doctors' visits and appointments and be the voice of reason, or, like explain things, or be the middle person between them and the medical field and what they're going through. So now keep in mind, this King of Pentacles could be other people, right, that I'm not picking up here, but it is a general reading, Sagittarius, and this is what I'm picking up. For some of you, this card can also be representing that there's an increase or financial gain in your financial status. So it could be not a person at all and just saying there's going to be financial gains in your financial status. And as I've said, in the other signs, I know people don't want to hear this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Sometimes when people have written me, I've been on YouTube for 6 years. I've had people write me and say, you know, what you said a year ago is happening right now. So I'm going to warn you of that. If you go back and listen to what I said for Sagittarius a year ago, it could be happening now. And these predictions may be happening a year from now. But that's not going to be the case for all of you. This is because you don't all have the same birth chart. You're not born on the same day, the same time. You don't have the same birth time. You may be, are you a Sagittarius that's born in, which month? Are you a November Sagittarius or a December Sagittarius? Because all these factors play in on timing of these predictions here. So now I'm going to look at the gemstone crystal that I pulled for you from the Velvet Bag of Gems, and the one you got is chalcedony. Chalcedony, this is kind of like a grayish, a little bit of bluish banded stone. There's many different colors of chalcedony, but like I said, this one's kind of like gray with hints of blue. So let's see why this is a good gemstone for you to wear in a beaded bracelet, or sleep with under your pillow, or put on your chakras, or carry it with you. Wow, that's an interesting message. This is a stone that would help you turn enemies into friends. So it's going to be a good stone to have if you have arguments or you need to turn situations around or patch things up. And God knows you might need to, since you started off with the Tower. If you normally get irritated, or if September is a month that's like picky, little things start to get on your nerves and bother you, this will be a stone that would help you not sweat the small stuff. It would help you not get irritated by little irritants. It's also a good stone for you Sagittarians if you experience sleep deprivation. Any trouble or issues with restless sleep or waking up in the middle of the night, it's going to give you better sleep. So I would definitely put it under your pillow. It's going to give you the oomph to change things, because there's certain things that need to be changed that are going on in your life, or in your work life, or your personal life, or your love life. Something needs to be changed. This stone's going to help give you that oomph. It's also going to help you if you have to make any long-standing contracts or arrangements or agreements. It's going to help you facilitate that, help you make those decisions, help you sign those documents. It's going to help you with that type of thing. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And as I always say every month, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here, you can get my special videos that I record for very specific topics that I have on my Vimeo on-demand pages, and I post the most recent links for the most recent videos I've recorded, every video I record, down below in the description box in the Show More section. These videos are also available on my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Go to the Videos tab on my menu. There you can see all the video series I have recorded, what divination tools I used, what the topics are, how long the predictions go out for, and you see which sign you want under that heading. Click on that sign, and that link will take you directly to that video on Vimeo. So some of the most recent videos I've recorded, I'm just going to name a few. There's probably going to be about 5-6 links below, but I'll just name a few. The first one is, as always, every month, I do an expansion and a continuation of this reading with the crystal, where I look into my crystal and give you psychic predictions and messages to expand on the psychic tarot readings for each month. And this month, it's September of 2020. So if you would like to get for your specific zodiac sign, or someone else that you love zodiac sign, you can get the psychic crystal readings for September. That link is below this video. Also, the most recent video, one of the most recent videos I've recorded for Vimeo is my past, present, and future psychic tarot readings using the Osha Zen Tarot deck, which is a very unique and specific and interesting deck. Those predictions go out 1 year. They were recorded in the middle of August, and they go out, really, some of the predictions went out until the end of 2021. So that link is below this video, and those recordings are for each sign of the zodiac. The other most recent video series link I've recorded for Vimeo is my June 2020 Eclipse Effects Psychic Tarot and Crystal Readings. The first half of the reading is about the lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, June 5th. And the second part of the reading is the solar eclipse in Cancer on June 21st. They're for each sign of the zodiac, and they are still in play. The effects of those eclipses last for 6 months. So we're in the thick of it right now, of the effects of those two eclipses. As I said, there's many other links below. If you want to see what other series I've posted below, please check those links out or go to my website. If you would like to donate to this channel and help support the work I do here, you can click on the donation link below, which is connected to PayPal. And I want to say a big thank you to all of you who have been very generous and donated to my channel. I don't take it lightly. It means a lot. And thank you so much. It does truly help. If you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here, you can also follow my social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC, the Psychic Pastry Chef LLC. They're both on Facebook, and the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I use many different divination tools, animal oracle cards, sacred geometry cards, angels and gods and goddesses cards, different angel cards, tarot cards, the crystal. You never know what I'm going to use over there, and you never know what my guides are going to say, and many people do find those messages resonate with them. Some people write me and say, is this for me? Does this message apply to me? I truly believe anybody that reads those messages are supposed to read them. So I would highly recommend checking them out. Many people find they resonate with them, and you may find they resonate with you. So I'd love to see you over there on my social media pages. So I hope you have absolutely fabulous energy to come to you this month of September of 2020. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.